In this moving image, I'm posing the question, is YouTube an ideal place to present silly art? The case study we'll be investigating is Batman Piderman, the intention being to measure how this animation was received and what part YouTube had in its success or failure. What is Batman Piderman? Batman Piderman Find the Sandwich Episode 1 is a 33-second animation uploaded to YouTube by the channel Mondo Media 15 years ago. The video included Alex and Lindsay Small-Butera's versions of Batman and Spider-Man. The colouring overlaps the line art and both characters don't move in normal human ways, such as when Batman morphs off the table instead of just getting up in episode 1. This series is deeply unserious since both characters speak in an incorrect grammar, like small children with intentionally goofy sounding voices. Each episode has an intentionally misspelled title and there's a lot of physical comedy, such as having Piderman only move by shooting a web and then dragging his slumped body across the floor. The silly content and animation style makes this YouTube series an ideal case study to answer this essay's question. What happened to Batman Piderman? The couple went on to make another 24 episodes, spread across 3 seasons and 10 years. The series totaled to over 47 million views, the first video alone getting over 6.2 million views, and 2.5 thousand comments. Batman Piderman has now got its own fan wiki page, as well as an IMDb page where it has an 8.1 rating. For a YouTube animation in 2009 to be so widely received was relatively unheard of, so it wasn't guaranteed to be a success. But, as its viewing figures suggest, Batman Piderman became a staple in the cultural zeitgeist for both millennials and Gen Z alike. What effect did the series have for Alex and Lindsay Small-Butera? After the release of the video, Alex and Lindsay Small-Butera began their own animation company called Small Boo, where they list their Emmy Award as well as being employed by Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and many more. They have worked on Adventure Time, which collectively got over 20 awards in its decade-long runtime. These credentials speak to the critical success they've received since the series began, but how financially successful was Batman Piderman? 6 million views on an ad-safe video in 2024 predicted to make $31,000 USD, but a more accurate estimate for 2009 would be $8,400 USD, which is still impressive. Besides, the advertising the series did for Small Boo alone is enough to show the series had a positive effect. Why YouTube? First off, the animation was much more suited to a digital space than a physical one for many reasons. The first being that posting work online gives the audience a chance to engage much more actively with the work and its creators. Also, featuring warped versions of pre-existing characters would have been much harder to legally exhibit in an in-person showing. In addition to these issues, the character's way of speaking was very popular to emulate online amongst young people in 2009, who were more likely to recognise the connection if they saw it on YouTube rather than anywhere else. Therefore, presenting work online was what was most suited to Batman Piderman. To answer this essay's question, YouTube was the ideal place to present silly work in the case of Batman Piderman, as Alex and Lindsay have both since gone on to have impressive creative careers, and the animation had a large amount of interaction, likely outranking any potential interaction it could have had simply on display somewhere in real life, since the platform allowed its target audience to find the video easily and at home. However, it's difficult to generalise Small Boo's success with the series to present-day YouTube, as the platform has changed a lot in terms of climate, algorithm, and potential ad revenue since 2009. Nevertheless, the base content and usage of the site remains the same as this beloved animated series continues to be watched and shared. Thanks for listening.
I'm Batman. I'm Spider-Man. I come over the house. We're best friends.